The Dallas Wings have announced right here. The Dallas Wings made franchise and WNBA attendance history with a pair of games at AA Center in downtown Dallas last season. Am I not mistaken to say that the Fever games were the ones that broke the record?
The Dallas Wings just made a landmark move for the franchise, and it has little to do with wins or losses on the court. During the 2026 WNBA season, the team will host 3 home games at the American Airlines Center, the downtown NBA arena that holds more than 19,000 fans, including matchups against the Chicago Sky in July, Golden State in August, and a highly anticipated August 20th clash with the Indiana Fever. While it may look like a simple venue upgrade, this decision is a clear business signal tied to the growing league-wide momentum often called the Caitlin Clark effect. Last season showed exactly why this matters. Dallas saw normal attendance all year until the Fever arrived, instantly breaking franchise records with a surge in ticket demand, buzz, and revenue driven by Clark's presence alone. That moment reshaped the Wings strategy, making them the first team to publicly shift Fever games to a premium NBA arena, a move that reflects confidence, not hype. Running a venue like the American Airlines Center only makes sense if massive crowds are expected, and Dallas is betting early that they'll deliver. More importantly, this isn't just a Dallas story. It's a preview of what's coming across the league, especially as the Fever face select teams 4 times next season, including the Atlanta Dream, where similar arena changes now feel almost inevitable. Atlanta may be next in line. The Dream share facilities with the Hawks, which gives them access to State Farm Arena whenever the schedule allows. When the Indiana Fever visit, especially with 2 home games in the same season, it's highly likely those matchups will be shifted to the larger venue, officially explained as scheduling conflicts but driven by one clear factor: demand. And Atlanta won't be the only team making that call. Around the league, the pattern is already forming. Washington hosts Indiana once, and while the Mystics' regular arena seats about 4,000 fans, they also have access to Capital One Arena, which holds roughly 20,000. With the league's biggest attraction in town, there's little reason to keep that game in a smaller building, particularly if it's tied to the Commissioner's Cup. Las Vegas faces a similar choice. The Aces host the Fever twice in the same week, and although Michelob Ultra Arena holds around 12,000 fans, T-Mobile Arena can welcome more than 17,000. Passing up that kind of revenue would be hard to justify, making it all but certain that at least one of those Fever games ends up on a much bigger stage. An upgrade is all but guaranteed, and in some cities, it may happen twice. Chicago stands as the clearest example. The Indiana Fever are scheduled to visit the Sky 2 times, and while Chicago typically plays at Wintrust Arena with just over 10,000 seats, last season told a very different story. One Fever game was moved to the United Center, home of the Bulls, and it sold out weeks ahead of tip-off, producing the highest home game revenue the franchise has ever seen. With 2 chances this season, there's little debate about what happens next. Both matchups are expected to land at the United Center, with the only mystery being how quickly tickets disappear. Minnesota has already shown how teams are monetizing this surge. Last year, the Lynx sold half-season ticket packages that deliberately excluded Fever games, offering those matchups separately at premium prices. Fans could attend every other home game, but seeing Caitlin Clark came at an extra cost. That wasn't random. It was a calculated move by a front office that understood the value of demand. In 2026, with Indiana visiting Minnesota twice again, the Lynx are expected to open the Target Center's Upper Bowl, turning both games into full-capacity events with top-tier pricing that a closer look at Indiana's full road schedule shows where the real shift is happening. The Fever visits cities like Phoenix, Seattle, Golden State, and Connecticut just once, turning each appearance into a one-night event rather than a repeat attraction. That changes the math for teams across the league. When multiple games were guaranteed, demand could be spread across season plans and standard pricing, but a single visit forces teams to maximize every dollar. Bigger arenas, higher prices, expanded seating, and game-specific marketing are now the logical move. While most of those games will sell out or come close, there's a silver lining for fans. Larger venues mean more available tickets, easing the chaos seen last season when resale prices exploded. Tickets may cost more, but availability improves, which helps convert casual viewers into long-term supporters. That's also why Dallas announcing its arena shift months in advance is a smart play. Early notice sets expectations for season ticket holders, gives fans time to plan, and allows the team to market these games as premium events rather than routine matchups. Dallas is just the first to go public. Behind the scenes, many other franchises are already arranging similar upgrades, choosing strategic moments to announce them. For Indiana, the dynamic is unique. The Fever gain exposure by playing in sold-out arenas nationwide. The league benefits from packed crowds on television, and the WNBA's image grows with every 18,000 fan night. Yet the ticket revenue goes to the home teams, meaning Indiana's presence is quietly fueling the league's financial momentum simply by showing up in the long run. That money is expected to circle back to every franchise through stronger media deals and future labor agreements, reinforcing the idea that league-wide growth benefits everyone. Still, the short-term reality raises real questions about value, compensation, and how revenue sharing should work when one team is clearly driving demand at historic levels. There's also risk involved. Sports rarely follow a perfect script. If Indiana struggles, if Caitlin Clark misses time, or if the Fever fall out of contention early, teams will still be locked into costly arena upgrades. Yet franchises have clearly decided the reward is worth it. A single sellout in a premium venue can outperform several games in a standard WNBA arena, and even a near-capacity crowd still delivers a financial win. At this point, curiosity alone may be enough to fill seats, because Caitlin Clark has become more than a player. She's an event, and that level of attention doesn't vanish overnight. That's why the 2026 WNBA season is shaping up to look unlike anything before it. The Indiana Fever are expected to play most of their road schedule in NBA-sized arenas, while host teams set new revenue marks simply by welcoming them. Ticket access should improve compared to last season, and the league's visibility will continue to climb, all sparked by one player reshaping the economics of professional women's basketball. The lingering question is sustainability. Will fans who come for Clark return for other games, or will the surge stay limited to Fever nights? That answer will determine whether this moment becomes lasting growth or a temporary spike. But regardless of the outcome, what's happening now is unprecedented. A second-year player is influencing league-wide business decisions months before the season begins. Dallas may have been first to say it out loud, but more teams will follow. When the Fever arrive, it's no longer just another game. It's the biggest event on the calendar, and the league is finally treating it that way.